Hello everyone, I'm back. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted a video here on my YouTube channel, but here I am. I'm ready to jump back in, and we're going to kick it off today with me sharing what I made in Q1 of 2024. But I'm also going to share two of my favorites from Q4 of 2023. Now, if you are interested in any of the garments that you see here, make sure that you check the description box below this video because I am including links to the blog posts for all of the garments that I'm sharing today. And in the blog post, you will get all of the details. I'm linking to the patterns, to the fabric, to the notions, and I'm also showing videos of the inside of all of the garments so you can see the construction. All right, now for those of you who are waiting for sew-alongs, they're coming. The sew-alongs are coming back, but your girl is rusty, okay? It's been 6 months since I've recorded and I need some practice. So I wanted to start with this video, something very simple to get back into my groove, but the sew-alongs are coming back. Stay tuned. I already have the first one lined up, ready to go. So keep watching and let's jump right in. Okay, we're gonna start with this really cute fit and flare midi dress that I made for a wedding. When I saw the pattern, I knew this was the one because it was a wedding for a very special young lady in my life. She is someone who I mentored since she was a little girl. And here's a photo of me with the bride and groom. So I wanted to look really special for her wedding. So I used Vogue 1950. It's a Bagley Mishka design. It is fully lined. It has a center back zipper. You can see the self-covered fabric belt and the self-covered buttons. And then the collar and lapel create a really beautiful neckline. And then the fabric that I used is a refined Ponte knit that I picked up from my local Joann Fabrics. Up next is this cute little knit bodycon dress that I made to wear to an event where I was the keynote speaker. So the pattern that I used is McCall's 7531, and unfortunately it is out of print. If you have this pattern in your collection, especially if you are a beginner, hold on to it because there is so much potential for increasing your skills, your sewing skills with this pattern. It's a very basic pattern. So I sewed view C. It has the 3/4 length sleeves, and I added a self-covered belt and cuffs, and then you can see the self-covered buttons on the cuff. So cute. I just wanted to jazz it up and elevate it a little bit for my speaking event. And then for the fabric, I used this olive green cable knit that I purchased from my local Joann's. And let me tell you, this fabric, it just captured my heart. When I saw it, I said, oh yeah, I have to have it. And they had it in several colors. So I bought almost all of the colors except for 2. And next up is another bodycon, but this one is a full length dress with a matching beanie hat. I didn't make this one for any special occasion, but I had an idea in my mind and I wanted to bring it to life. So for this one, I used the Nico top and dress pattern by True Bias, and I hacked it to make it a full length dress. It is a beginner pattern. Up next is a duo. I made 2 different garments and put them together. So I wanted an oversized cardigan, and I found a free PDF pattern on, I think it was from Etsy, called Unfettered Patterns. It's an oversized cardigan. It has the drop shoulder. That's the look that I was going for. And so I made it with the Houndstooth fabric. Now, the fabric is reversible. It's a knit jacquard. It's soft and cozy, but let me tell you, it does not wash well at all. It just doesn't. And if you go to the blog post following the link in my description box, you'll see what happened. You'll read about what happened when I washed the dress. But I used the beige background for the cardigan, and then I used the black background for the dress. And here you can see photos of the dress by itself. But when I put the 2 pieces together, it is just way too much for my eyes. I don't like it together. So I will be wearing the cardigan with other colorful garments in my wardrobe. Okay, up next we have a mini collection. This is a monochromatic collection, and it did not start out that way. That wasn't the plan. My plan was to sew another cardigan because I wanted to use this beautiful cable knit fabric again, and I bought so much of it that when I started working on the cardigan, I decided to just make other pieces to use up all of the fabric. So I made a cardigan, I made a dress, a pair of pants, a skirt, and 2 tops. So for the cardigan, I used McCall's 7476. So here's a look at all of the pieces. So the dress is the Nico dress by True Bias, and I sewed the sleeveless version. And this one I actually sewed before I sewed this collection, so I just added it to the collection. And then for the pants, I used McCall's 7415, which unfortunately is out of print, but I just learned after I posted about this in my blog post that the pattern, this same pattern, has been re-released as Butterick 6851. So if you're interested in this pants pattern, you can still get it. And then the 2 tops, I used Nico again, the Nico top pattern by True Bias, 1 long sleeve and 1 short sleeve. And then for the skirt, I used Simplicity 8982. And again, this is a skirt that I had sewn previously with another project, but it was too short for my liking. So for this collection, I added the flounce at the bottom to lengthen it. And I just absolutely love the way that looks. So I am able to mix and match all of these different garments to come up with different looks. And I counted the number of outfits that I can create. And I am wondering how many you can put together. So let me know in the comments, how many outfits can you put together with these 6 pieces? And then for the fabric, again, it's the Burgundy cable knit, and they call it Zinfandel. And now for this beauty. Oh my goodness. It's the Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress, the iconic DVF wrap dress. So it's the 50th year anniversary of when the dress was released, and the pattern company has re-released the pattern from their archives. And when I found out, I was so excited. Simplicity reached out to me to see if I wanted to join them in sewing up the pattern to introduce it to the community. And of course I said yes, because this is all me. This is my style. So the pattern is Vogue 2000. So I love the dress. It's beautiful. I actually made it and wore it out to dinner. I took myself out to dinner on Valentine's Day. I'm not dating or anything like that, but I wanted to go out and treat myself special. And so that's what I did. I took myself out to dinner, honey. I wore my beautiful dress and I looked so elegant. I felt fabulous. And I sat there at my dinner table and they had live music. I had a lovely meal and I just felt so beautiful and just happy. I felt happy. And then I wore it again to speak at a women's conference in March. And again, I felt elegant and beautiful. Now for the fabric, I used this brushed poly spandex with red poppies. This fabric is super soft. I really do like brushed poly. It's very comfortable. It has a really nice drape, and I love the vibrant color of the flowers on this fabric. And then here's a peek at the inside of the garment with the white background. Up next is this beautiful 1950s vintage swing coat. And let me tell you, when I finished making this coat and stepped back to see it on my dress form, I don't remember, but I may have done a little dance. I don't know, because I do act like that sometimes when I get excited about my sewing, but I may have busted a move because this is absolutely fabulous. So the pattern is Simplicity 8509, and I sewed view A. It comes with sleeve and length variations. There are bound buttonholes, and then the shawl collar is absolutely fabulous, and the back has a little scallop detail on the collar. The coat is fully lined, and then here is a pattern or a photo of the original pattern at 50 cents. Oh my goodness. So for the fabric, I used a boiled wool that I ordered from Style Maker Fabrics online. For the lining, I used a satin, and unfortunately, I forgot to get a photo of the satin fabric that I purchased at my local Joann's. But if you go to the blog post, then I did include a link with options for satin fabric to use with this particular wool fabric. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. And if you're not screaming yet, you're probably about to scream on this one. This is a Pinterest inspired look. I found this photo on the left, which is my inspiration photo, on Pinterest. And I knew that one day I would make it. So here is my look on the right. And I think I nailed it. Tell me what you think. Do you think I nailed it? Oh my gosh, I love this top so much. And here is a full look at, or a full view of the entire look with white pants. Oh, I love it so much. So the pattern that I used for the top is the Nico pattern, the Nico top pattern by True Bias. You see, I've been using this Nico pattern a whole lot and I'm not done. I hacked it to create the asymmetrical hem. And here's another view of the top and the pants from the side. So beautiful. For the pants, I used Vogue 9302 and I sewed view C, the wide leg. The pants are fully lined and they have the side seam pockets. So for the top, or the fabric on the top, I used a rayon rib knit. It's a medium weight knit and it has an amazing drape. And then for the pants, I used a rayon linen blend and it's a very lightweight, thin linen. So I did line the pants with a stretch charmeuse satin, which is also lightweight with enough opacity to prevent show through on the pants. And the last garment that I'll share today is another Bodycon. And this is the one that I chose to wear to church on Easter Sunday, but it wasn't what I had planned on wearing because I made a dress to wear to church. But when I woke up that morning, I was not feeling the dress at all. I made it with neutral colors and we had overcast, cloudy skies and I needed vibrance and color. So I pulled this one instead and it was absolutely perfect for Easter Sunday. So for this dress, I made it with leftover fabric from a Peplum blazer that I made, and you can see that here. And I styled the Peplum with a cable knit skirt that I had made. Now, I mentioned earlier that I had a skirt that was too short for my liking, and I added the ruffle. So that's this skirt. I added the ruffle that you saw earlier to add length to that skirt. And then here's a photo of how I styled the Peplum with the dress, the cable knit dress that I made, and the skirt. And then you can see I added some other details with the lace cardigan. But tap the link in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and put that blog post here too, so that you can go and see the details of all of that. So for the pattern, I used again McCall's 7531. It's out of print. And then for the fabric, it's the coral floral jacquard knit. I love the vibrant colors. I love the soft feel. And then the beautiful burgundy backside that you'll see in the blog post because I share photos of the inside of the dress. I love how the backside of the fabric looks. I made a matching belt because I'm just all into belts right now. So everything gets a belt. You get a belt, you get a belt. I'm just making belts for everything. I love it. It really adds class to the garments. And then I styled it with my burgundy pumps for Easter. I styled it with my burgundy pumps and a little crochet burgundy purse. But, oh, and that was just to pull out the color, the little burgundy in the fabric. But here you see me with the briefcase and I can take it to a business meeting and it looks absolutely beautiful. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, make sure you hit the like button down below. Now, for those of you who are part of my private email community, be on the lookout because I'm going to be sending you your advanced notification email for the sew along that's coming up next so that you can go ahead and order your supplies. There will be links to everything in the blog or in the email that you will need to be ready when the sew along comes. Now, if you're not a part of my private email community, I highly recommend that you tap the link in my description box that says join my community. I send out advanced notification emails to my private email community about all things Anita by Design, including notifications when I'm going to be posting a new YouTube video. And in that email, I make sure that I include all of the links to the pattern, the fabric, the notions, or whatever you're going to need to sew the garment if you're interested in following along in the sew along. So tap that link below, join my community, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.